What's up, cuz? Welcome to Behind the Scenes of Still Standing by your boy, Donnell Cromer. This is my big cousin, Gregory Gaddy. And Greg, I just wanted to ask you today, man, since we did the video of Still Standing, talk to me about a moment or a time in your life where you went through something challenging and you can look back today and see where God's brought you from.
Question, man. Like, I got so many, I don't even know where to start, D, but I'm gonna say when I was younger, my younger days, and I just remember my mom in my ear telling me, you know, guiding me the right direction, and I went the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? And I had to find out for myself what it was, like, you know, how real it was, you know, being away from your family for years at a time, and, you know, just, you know, your mother's prayers, feeling that, you know, when I speak about it, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard to, because a lot of people won't understand how I felt my mom's prayers when I was away in prison. You know what I mean? It might weird people out, but it was real. And I was covered, you know, the whole time, you know, and I'm not saying that I was in there and I was a gangster and none of that, but I was covered, you know. And, you know, it just goes back to, you know, just living right, man. We all go through things in life. You know, yeah, going to school is a part of life, but you know, you could be book smart, but on the flip side of that, you have to do the knowledge to what's around you. So the streets, I gravitated to the streets more, you know, and I'm not blaming anyone for my actions, because as a youngster, yeah, I didn't really know, you know, my path right then and there. But, you know, not having my dad, not to say that my mom wasn't there and on my heels, but it's a difference when your dad is in your life, because he's that structure, he's that rock, and you know what he say go. Not saying that what my mom said didn't go, but it's a little different from a male child growing up in a single mom home. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna venture out and see what's going on. But you know, I went through the storm in the belly of the beast, survived it unscathed. God was good to me. You know.
By the grace of God.
I'm here today, still standing. You know, so yeah, I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed, bro. You know, I've been through a lot. You know, it took me more than one time. I bumped my heads quite a few times. You know, in and out, going in and out, in and out. It was like, when does it stop? You know, it was just that calling. I was the streets. I was out. You know, I always felt that I had to be that man and that provider for my sisters. You know, I'm their older brother, so it was like, I gotta take care of them. But I was just doing it in the wrong way, and just kept, you know. But God was showing me, you know, it's not for you. So I want you to sit down, baby. I want you to sit down. He kept sitting me down for a reason, because one of the reasons when I sat down, it saved my life. You know, so I've learned a lot of life's lessons going through my hardships, and now at the age that I am right now, like I can talk to different people, you know, especially youngsters, my nephews and my sons especially too, and let them know, like, look, you know, I did this, so y'all didn't have to do that, and you know, it worked. I guess I was the sacrificial lamb to say, you know what I mean? But it worked. They're very successful. You know, my sons are doing well. My nephew, he's smart. Like, you know, all my kids are doing very well. So, you know, we don't know why we go through what we go through in life, but it's just a test. God is testing us, testing our strengths. But if you just keep believing in Him, leaning on Him, you can never go wrong.
There you go, cuz.
Faith, man, the faith of a mustard seed. My mom used to tell me I used to pray, I should call home. The faith of a mustard seed. Let's pray over the phone. This, that, and the third, you know? And I kept that.
Yeah.
Kept that in me, you know? We go through some things we put ourselves through, but that doesn't make you a bad person. There are bad people in this world, but, you know, me, I don't consider myself a bad person. I just put myself in bad situations to where it is, you know, I had to go pay for those type of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, thanks for the grace of God, I'm just here. I'm still here. You know, I have beautiful kids. Still, I got my 4-year-olds. You know, at my age, yes, but, you know, still standing.
Woke up this morning.